Oh no!
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good day everyone! Welcome to my channel. Hello again guys. First, let me introduce myself. I am Hanily R. Rodriguez and I will be reporting topic number 7, which is Positivism in Business Management, Managing Scientifically. At first, I am thinking that it is somehow related about thinking positive thoughts or whatever you may find it positive or being optimistic. But as I go along the way having some research, positive here is about knowing. And these are the learning objectives of my report. And number 1 is, we will able to know the definition of positivism in business management. And then second is to discover the philosophers, the thinkers, or the people behind these ideas. Number 3 is we will able to define what is scientific management. Number 4 is to identify what are the technologies that are managed scientifically and even the CEOs of these technologies. And number 5, we will learn about ergonomics and its examples. And I am sure that you can all relate to this. The basic insight of positivism is as old as philosophy itself, and probably a lot older. That is, human beings have always understood that one of the best way to know about reality is to observe it systematically. And ordinary people believe pretty easily that the world around them is an objective reality. Now, before going into definition of terms, let me introduce to you first Auguste Comte. Auguste Comte, born on January 19, 1798 at Montpellier, France. He is a French philosopher and sociologist. He is the founder of the doctrine of positivism. Auguste Comte argues that the experiment and observations are the principal means in the search of truth. So let's now go to the definition of positivism. Positivism is a philosophical system that holds that every rationally justifiable assertion can be scientifically verified or is capable of logical or mathematical proof. Positivism is the view that the only authentic knowledge is scientific knowledge, and that such knowledge can only come from positive affirmation of theories through strict scientific method. So example for these are the techniques on investigating phenomena based on the gathering observable, empirical, measurable evidence subject to specific principles of reasoning. And also, there are facts about the human world which are objectively true and that they can be discovered or understood through a scientific method. That is why positivists consciously avoid metaphysical speculation such as the question about the nature of God, freedom, and immortality of the soul. And next is, we have the types of positivism. First is logical positivism. Logical positivism or logical empirism is a school of philosophy that developed out of positivism and attempted to combine. And empirism, the idea that observational evidence is indispensable for knowledge of the world, with a version of rationalism, the idea that our knowledge includes a component that is derived from observation. And according to positivist thinkers, they propose that philosophy should dismiss any statements or beliefs that were not verifiable or at least confirmable by observation or experiment. And this became known as the principle of verification and was formulated by A.J. Ayer. And the second type of positivism is the sociological positivism. Sociological positivism is the view, developed from Auguste Comte's philosophical positivism, that the social sciences, as all other sciences, should observe strict empirical methods. Today, although many sociologists would agree that a scientific method is an important part of sociology, orthodox positivism is rare. So meaning to say that here in sociological positivism, this is the study of the development or structure of the human society, wherein it is based or it is verifiable by observation or experiences rather than theory or pure logic. And the third type of positivism is the legal positivism. Legal positivism is a school of thought in philosophy of law which holds that laws are rules made, whether deliberately or unintentionally, by human beings, that there is no inherent or necessary connection between the validity conditions of law and ethics or morality. An example for these are legislative enactments, judicial decisions, or social customs. And according to positivism, law is a matter of what has been posted, ordered, practiced, tolerated, and so on and so forth. Okay, and now we will go to the fourth or the last type of positivism, which is the Polish positivism. Polish positivism was a political movement in the late 19th century, drawing its name and much of its ideology from Comte's philosophy, as well as from the works of British scholars and scientists. It advocated the exercise of reason before emotion, and argued that Polish independence from Russia, Germany, and Austro-Hungary must be regained gradually from the ground up. So positivism was a unique national movement, and it was even more unique in Poland. According to Auguste Comte, the sacred formula of positivism is the love as a principle, the order as a foundation, and the progress as a goal. Okay, and let's proceed to the 5 main principles of positivism. Number 1 is the logic of inquiry. Number 2, the goal of inquiry is to explain and predict. Number 3, research should be empirically observable with human senses. Number 4, science is not the same as common senses. And number 5, science should be judged by logic and should be as value-free as possible. So as I was saying from my previous slide, it is important that you have a sufficient observation and experimentation here in positivism. So aside from Auguste Comte, here is Frederick Winslow Taylor. Frederick Winslow Taylor, the father of scientific management, born on March 20, 1856 in Philadelphia, studied engineering at Stevens Institute of Technology in New Jersey. He started as an apprentice foreman and a common laborer. He and his associates were the first people to study work process scientifically, and he also introduces time and motion that leads him to conclude that certain people could work more efficiently than the others. Okay, so these are the principles of scientific management. First is science, not rule of thumb. Second, development of each and every person. And third, harmony, not discord. And fourth is cooperation, not individualism. Okay, by these principles, it could optimize and simplify jobs, and of course, productivity would increase. And he also advanced the idea that the manager and the workers needed to cooperate with one another. And next is employees should be involved in training and development so that they will be more motivated and able to perform their task. Also, the manager must monitor the performance of the workers, provide instruction and supervision in order to ensure that they are working well in their jobs. So from that discussion, we can say that scientific management is the framework for a classic management framework for the development of modern management thought. Second, come to play a critical role not only for efficiency but for effectiveness and competitiveness. And third, involves an ideal system because it ensures the fulfillment of objectives of the company. And last, develop as an alternative system for large manufacturing companies. Since now we already know the importance of scientific management, allow me to show you the examples of technologies that are managed scientifically and somehow affects our lives. Here are the top 10 new medical technologies of 2019. Smart inhalers, robotic surgery, wireless brain sensors, 3D printing, artificial organs, health wearables, precision medicine, virtual reality, telehealth, and CRISPR, the advanced gene editing technology. And now, let me introduce to you the top 10 global manufacturing CEOs. Top 10 is Terry Gou. Terry Gou was born on October 18, 1950. He is a Taiwanese billionaire businessman and the chairman and general manager of Foxconn. Foxconn is the largest contract manufacturer of electronics, with factories in several countries. Notable products manufactured by Foxconn include Nokia devices, PlayStation 3 and 4, CPU sockets and motherboards, or computer chips. Top 9 is Carlos Ghosn. Carlos Ghosn is a Brazilian-born businessman who has a French and Lebanese nationality. He was born on March 9, 1954, and the chairman and CEO of Renault and Nissan. Renault and Nissan is a French multinational automobile manufacturer established in 1899. The company produces a range of cars, vans, trucks, tractors, and many more vehicles. Top 8 is Hiroaki Nakanishi. Hiroaki Nakanishi was born on March 14, 1946. He is a Japanese businessman and a current chairman of Hitachi. Hitachi is a Japanese multinational conglomerate company. Company products are electronics, industrial machinery, telecoms equipment, power plants, auto parts, and many. The top 7 is Meg Whitman. She was born on August 4, 1956. An American business executive, former political candidate and philanthropist, and she is the president and CEO of Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, or known as HP Incorporated. HP Incorporated is an American multinational information technology company that develops personal computers, printers, and related supplies, as well as 3D printing solutions. Top 6 is Alan Mulally. He was born on August 4, 1945, an American aerospace engineer and manufacturing executive, former president and CEO of the Ford Motor Company. Ford Motor Company, known as Ford, the company sells automobiles and commercial vehicles under the Ford brand and most luxury cars under the Lincoln brand. And top 5 is Jeffrey Immelt. Jeffrey Immelt, born on February 19, 1956. He is an American business executive, a CEO of conglomerate General Electric, or GE. General Electric Incorporated offers electrical distribution, aircraft engines, electric motors, energy, healthcare, lighting, and more. The top 4 is Dieter Zetsche. Dieter Zetsche was born on May 5, 1953, a German engineer and business executive. He was the chairman of the board of management, Daimler AG, and head of Mercedes-Benz. Daimler AG is a multinational automotive corporation and one of the world's leading car and truck manufacturers. The company known for automobiles and commercial vehicles. And third on the list is Lee Kun-hee. Lee Kun-hee, born on January 9, 1942, a South Korean business magnate and the chairman of the Samsung Group. Lee became a member of the International Committee. Samsung comprises numerous affiliated businesses. The company products are apparel, automotive, chemicals, electronic components, and equipments. And for their services are advertising, communications and technology, retail, and more. Second on the list is Martin Winterkorn. Martin Winterkorn was born on May 24, 1947, a German former business executive who was the CEO of Volkswagen AG, the parent company of Volkswagen Group. Volkswagen Group is a German multinational automotive manufacturing company. It designs, manufactures, and distributes passenger and commercial vehicles, motorcycles, engines, and turbo machinery. And finally, here is our top 1 global manufacturing CEO. And the top 1 is Akio Toyoda. He was born on May 3, 1956, a Japanese executive and the current president of Toyota Motor Corporation. Toyota is a Japanese multinational automotive manufacturer. It is the largest auto manufacturer in Japan, such as automobiles, luxury vehicles, commercial vehicles, and engines. Those are the example of technologies of 2019. So next, we go now to the total quality management. Total quality management, or the TQM, is a structured approach to overall organization management. The focus of the process is to improve the quality of an organization's outputs, including goods and services, through continual improvement of internal practices. Put customers first, make continuous improvement, aim for zero defects, and training and development. Another example is that, what if you are selling something? Even if your competitors offer the same product, why is it that a certain customer patronize your product and they can be considered as a repeat customer? The possible reason for that is the quality. If you are offering good quality of products and services, then you can create a trust-based relationship to your customers. So namely, the customer satisfaction, and you will expect loyalty in return. So that is all about the total quality management. And in connection to the total quality management, next is we have here Walter Edwards Deming. Walter Edwards Deming was born on October 14, 1900 at Sauk City, Iowa, United States. He is an American engineer, statistician, professor, author, lecturer, and management consultant, and he is the founder of Quality Management. These are Walter Deming's 14 key principles. Number 1 is create purpose for improvement. Number 2, adopt the new philosophy. Number 3, cease dependence on inspection to achieve quality. Number 4, work with one supplier to reduce costs. Number 5, continuous improvement. Number 6, on-the-job training. Number 7, leadership. 8, drive out fear. Number 9, break down silos. Number 10, no slogans. 11, no quotas for numerical goals. Number 12, remove annual ratings or merit system. Number 13, institute education and self-improvement programs. And last, number 14, involve all workers in the transformation. The bottom line of these principles is that we are able to know the concept of quality at the core of many ideas about the effective management and leadership. Deming's 14 principles have had far-reaching effects on the business world, and the challenge for all of us is to apply these principles in our companies, departments, organizations, and teams. Also, this is a guide to the importance of building customer awareness, reducing variations, and fostering constant continuous change and improvement throughout the organization. And finally, this is my last topic, which is the ergonomics. Ergonomics derive from the Greek words ergos, means work, and namos means principles of laws. It indicated that there are ill effects of poor posture and poorly designed tools on the health and workers. It is also known as the science of designing the job to fit the worker, instead of forcing the worker to fit the job. Okay, may I just relate it into our workplace? I am working in Bukidnon State University and I was assigned at the accounting office. And basically, we are all busy doing our paperworks. And I can say that this topic is very useful for us to know the proper posture while doing our job. And that is why to observe good office ergonomics is very important. Now, to further explain to you about ergonomics, here's an example. Here are the examples of office ergonomics. Correct sitting position. Correct standing position. Correct lifting. Correct reaching overhead items. Managing the unique challenges found in today's office involves increasing your awareness of ergonomic challenges and following an improvement process. And there are steps to improve ergonomics in the office. Number 1 is eyes to source. Number 2, hands to input device. Number 3, body to chair. And number 4, feet to floor. Improving ergonomics in the office is not difficult and provides great benefits. An increase in employee comfort and productivity equals a lower risk for work-related injuries. By applying the 5 ergonomics principles, you'll be on the path to long-term success. First is understand office ergonomics. If people perform well, your company will perform well. If people perform poorly, long-term company success is difficult to achieve. Number 2, understand ergonomic injuries. Exposure to those risk factors generally would cause harm. Third is identify your ergonomic challenges. First is to observe the office environment, conduct formal ergonomic risk assessment, and find potential solutions. Number 4 is set up your workstation. And number 5, select the right equipment such as chair, adjustable workstation, keyboard, monitor, laptops, and more. And for further readings, please check out the following link. Okay, so that is all about my topic, Positivism in Business Management, Managing Scientifically. I hope that you have learned something from my report, not just the definition itself, but you can somehow relate based from your experiences, whether at work, in your businesses, and even in your everyday living. Aww. For me, what I have learned from this topic is that their philosophy shows cooperation and a continual improvement. It redefines mistakes as the opportunity for you to improve, whether about the scientific method that I have discussed to you from my slides, the total quality management, and even in ergonomics. And guys, before I end this video, I want to thank Ma'am Jo for this opportunity to share my thoughts and learnings about this topic. And through this online platform, I was able to enhance more my editing skills og first time na ako mag-edit og ingani kataas nga video. So thank you Ma'am Jo. And so classmates and guys, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for more videos. Char. Thank you for watching.